What's up, everybody? I got my party hat on because I actually have some good news to share. YT Industries is coming back from the brink of shutting down under new ownership of its founder, Marcus Flossman. In this video, we're going to talk about everything we know so far, what happened, what's going to happen from here on, and what you guys should do moving forward. All right? Happy Monday. Hope you're doing well. We got some good news here. Very surprising. It surprised me. I've produced about 5 videos on this declining saga of YT, and I had my doubts whether they're going to make it back. But looks like they are back. And we, E-MTB Review, have a relationship with Jensen USA, and it looks like they bought out the inventory of Jensen. So if you are interested in purchasing some YT bikes now from Jensen USA, click on the link in the description. It'll help our channel out. Anything from Jensen or competitive cyclists will help us out. All right, so what happened? Surprised us this Monday morning. Marcus Flossman produced a 7-page press release document with photos in their Instagram, in their Facebook, and there's also now a Pink Bike article on this telling the world that it's official. YT is back. He said he was working on it, and it's taken 3 months and change. But they said the thing is completed. It's not easy. They went through a Chapter 11 insolvency, didn't quite make it through that. No one wanted to invest, so there was liquidation. Everything was shutting down. Europe, USA, shutting down, liquidating all their assets, their vans, their coffee machines, their goat head symbol, and it looked bad. But now he says it is back. He put up a bunch of money. He probably has close to 100% ownership, unless he got someone else's money with him to go in this. And it says, under newly established Young Talent Industries GmbH, YT is back under that. And I'm like, what's Young Talent? And it turns out Young Talent is the original meaning for YT. Did you know that? I didn't know that. And I've been around them forever. I actually hung out with Marcus a long time ago in Portugal, a couple times, as he was releasing some bikes, the Capra, and then later on the Decoy. So after months of uncertainty, YT has been saved, is what he's saying. New structure will be more efficient and focused on what made it great in the first place, uncompromising bikes at fair prices. And this is really how he made his name, making really some of the best BMX bikes for the money at the time. But I think they've lost their way all along the way. They were awesome 6-7 years ago, especially introducing their e-bike, their Capra, their Jeffsy. But I think they lost their way. You know that they didn't update their e-bike for 6-7 years. They had that ISO, which I did not like. Cross country is not their strength. It's not a very good bike. But they focus so much on marketing. And if you look at the YT mill in Bentonville, every segment is about their marketing campaigns. I mean, why are you celebrating a marketing campaign when you should be introducing new bikes, the new technology? They acknowledge they made a lot of mistakes in the last 6 months, in the last couple of years, including selling the private equity. There's a bunch of buyers who put their money in and got screwed. They got no bike, they didn't get their money back. And they had to work with their banks, their credit card companies to stop the order and get their money back. Some of them have been successful in doing that, but still some are left, holding a bag of a lump of coal. And Marcus says they are going to make everybody whole. So he said that before, and he's going to hold true to this promise. No one's going to get screwed customer-wise. Vendor-wise, they're all not going to get paid. They're going to get paid pennies on the dollar based on the assets from the liquidation that has happened so far. All right, so with the relaunch, they're abandoning their mill concept, which was the marketing thing in Bentonville, and focusing on support and increasing local service partners. And I think they were fairly weak at that. There was no, I'm here in the Bay Area, your YT bike goes bad, not good. No one's going to help you. All right. So They said they're going to be back in stock after a period of supply shortages. Almost entire range of YT bikes are back in stock in the EU and UK in the next week. It's going to be building up. US and North America, it's going to take a while. I suspect next year. Orders are now handled exclusively through the new Young Talent Industries GmbH. So no more YT USA. It's going to be YT Germany, and hopefully they'll have something here in the US and in other parts of the world. But I think they're going to rebuild their company in Europe and in the UK, and get their balance sheet in order. So don't expect miracles in the next 6 months here in the US. Hopefully by the summer, by 2026 summer, there'll be getting some momentum. Marcus said he will personally share the saga of getting back the company. So this is not an easy task, but it's been done before. The Adam Miller from Revel Bikes did it. The guys at Kona did it, meaning buying back their company. They sold out, and then when everything got obliterated, they were able to buy it back and save it from the ashes. The phoenix has risen. YT was never just a brand; it's always been an attitude, and the attitude is back. Okay, so that is what has transpired, or that's the event today. So let me give you my take, some editorial on this, because otherwise I'll just be reading a press release, right? So what do they get back? They get back their brand, their patents, all their social media, all their Facebook and Instagram. They're all intact. The employees are gone. And they have to rehire people. They probably got some inventory back. Those supply channels are back, but more important, the patents are back, and the bikes are back. So the liabilities are absolved, meaning whatever they owed their manufacturer, previous investors, are all gone. So all those guys get screwed. Those customers that they were holding money, those are absolved too, but they're gonna make them whole. So this is where they are repairing relationships, because this is the one that can harm the most. If they don't make these customers whole, no one's gonna trust the YT brand. So what next? So they said they're working on the refunds for these customers. European sales are returning. Jensen USA, apparently, according to many sources, bought the inventory of YT USA. So they got 400 bikes and so many parts. And there's actually some of them on sale now on the Jensen USA website. I only saw like a few dozen, so I'm not sure if they're staging them. They're probably listing them and whatnot. But guess what? All that thing they bought is now worth so much more, because now there's less uncertainty. It's not like a fire sale. What's next? So they have to rebuild this company. So the management has to be locked in, and it's not Marcus, I think, that should run this thing. He is a marketing guy. He is a founder, a visionary. He needs to be a part of it. But the day-to-day operations, the minutia, the balance sheet, he needs a president, a COO to run the operations. They have to rebuild trust with their customers. They have to rebuild trust with their vendors who they shorted. They have most important, I think, is they need to introduce product. I think this is where they really failed in the last 6 years. The fact that their YT decoy in the most important part of the market, brands are introducing e-bike, and many of them, they only had one, and it wasn't really redesigned. The frame was not redesigned for 6 years, so you can't do that. They stayed with the non-competitive motor, the Shimano, when they should have been trying different motors. They need a DJI motor to get back in the competitive landscape. But they do need to shore up their other bikes as well. What do I think? I think this is a great development. It is an absolutely great development. Once they couldn't get out of Chapter 11 or insolvency proceedings, this is the best case scenario. Is that someone who knows what the company's for is able to take it over and kind of rebuild it the right way in a leaner structure, and that's what he says he's gonna do. Everything instantly is kind of has a new lease on life. So I think this is why that's why we have the hat with the flamingos and drinking beer party hat. Is uh, in the phoenix will rise from the ashes and rebuild this brand. Then, but everything, all the inventory currently out there, all the equity will be worth more again because there will be warranty, there will be support, and there will be a progress path, a sustainability path for these bikes developing and new models introduced. All right. So I appreciate your time this Monday morning, and I thank you very much.